all pick.
Hello everybody, my name is Brian and today I'm bringing you guys another Dota 2 commentary. This is not a live game because I forgot to turn on my mic when I was playing this game. So yeah, I do believe I'm playing Riki this game, Rikimaru, Stealth Assassin, whatever. And I want to quickly talk about why I like to choose last, just quickly. I don't know if you guys noticed, but whenever I play a game I like to just spin around random heroes for a hero I like, but end up picking a completely different hero. It's because I like to wait for my enemies to pick first. I know this is kind of sounds like an asshole just saying this, right? Like I'm just looking at their heroes and trying to pick the perfect counter for them. Like right here, I was already quite scared because I saw Luna and an Earthshaker. No, not Earthshaker, and Ursa. Like two heroes that are very powerful heroes if they get farms, especially in pub games. And I couldn't think of who to pick. At first, I was gonna pick someone with a lot of units because it makes it hard for Luna and Ursa to do much. But then I remembered they have Undying, so I couldn't choose one that could produce more units. Then I quickly look at my team, see an Earthshaker and a Tidebringer, so I say, okay, we've got enough initiation. Then I see a Nyax, Lifestealer. Just ruined everything. I couldn't think of anybody, so I just chose Riki because he had an invis to run away from everything. I was going to pick Phantom Lancer, but it's not very reliable when you're against like strong mid-lane heroes. Sorry, not mid-lane, mid-game heroes. And here comes another problem. Looking at our team composition now, we have no mid-solo. So, yeah, already a problem. So I decided to go mid because Riki is a pretty good ganker.
Silent as smoke.
And also you have pretty good lane presence because you've got the blink strike and the backstab for extra damage. So that's pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For my skill build, I went for maxing blink strike. Sorry, that was a bit of a freeze on the video. Yeah, I maxed blink strike because I want to get the bonus damage and the shorter cooldown. And also, you get backstab whenever you can, but at the beginning I get one backstab just to get easy last hitting, especially because I'm going mid lane. I need the last hitting power even more. And yeah, I also like to get smokescreen right after I get level 6. So I get my ultimate, and at level 7 I pick up smokescreen, or I get it before level 6 at level 4, or even at level 1, because it gives you good escapability, and it's quite useful for chasing down heroes because it slows them down and it makes them attack slower, so it's pretty useful. As for items, I like to start off, well, you can see my starting items: a salve, a pair of tangos, a set of tangos, 3 branches and a stout shield. I like to start off with salves, 1 salve and a set of tangos because I like having healing over time and also burst healing. 3 branches, well, I like getting extra stats, more last hitting, more health and more mana all at once. So this is better than getting just a Gauntlets of Strength or just a Mantle of Intelligence or anything like that. 3 branches is a good idea. Also, you can build it up to a Magic Wand, which I do, I think. As for Stout Shield, it was either a Stout Shield or a Quelling Blade. And I was looking at their team, I thought that Luna was going to go mid, so I went for Stout Shield because I would think that I was going to get harassed pretty badly by her auto attacks. Because her bounces, you can prevent the damage from the bounces. And yeah, core items for Riki I'd say would be Treads and build onto a Fusel Blade. That's a very typical build for Riki. And yeah, as far as gameplay goes, you want to focus most of your time in farming and getting last hits like I am right here. Like I'm just trying not to be too aggressive and just keep the lane on my side, so you can see that I'm always on the high ground, and Furion, if he wants to attack me, he has to move into the middle ground, and that might prove a bit difficult for him to hit me because I'm just farming at the high ground, only going in for last hits. And at bot, I don't know if you can see in the mini map, but you can see that my team is about to die. So yeah, Ursa draws first blood. I got really pissed off here because I did not want Ursa to get first blood. I didn't want him to get first blood because he was the one that I was most scared of. And then Tidehunter says this, why didn't you back off? I got really scared that Warlock didn't know how to play, but it did work out in the end, so I'm not too flustered about that. the great thing about Riki is that his ultimate, permanent invis, it lets him go, well, invisible when you're not attacking or not using skills. It's very useful for ganking when you get a any rune like double damage or haste. They're quite powerful with Riki. Here I get a haste, but I don't use it to do anything because I can't, do enough damage yet. So yeah, just pick up the haste, go back into lane and keep farming.
Quickly.
I pick up a poor man shield because this guy was occasionally hitting me. I didn't want to use all my regeneration. And yeah, he wasn't playing very aggressive anyway. I just wanted to make sure that if he did play aggressive, I wouldn't take too much damage from that. And what is it to talk about other than the gameplay? Oh yes, missing calls. I just want to quickly go over missing calls. You want to always call missing for your hero in lane. It's quite annoying getting killed by a hero outside your lane. No one likes to get killed like that. It's quite annoying when someone doesn't call miss. But yeah, you wanna, when you call miss, when you actually do call miss, you wanna also do it into the mic. You also wanna say it into the mic because some people don't read the chat, and you can prevent a lot of unnecessary deaths. A lot of people, I'm pretty sure, would have volume up, like whether it would be a lot or not at all. No, sorry. Whether or not it will be a lot or just a little bit, like they will hear you. It's very unlikely they will have the volume off. So calling miss is quite important. See, right here I called miss, and I do take my words back. I didn't call into the mic because I think this was at night. I didn't want to wake anybody up. And yeah, another important thing to do is use the courier. People buy the courier for you to use. Don't just leave it in base. Buy your items, bring it to you, and then bring it back. And yeah, I wasn't paying attention and get hit by the tower a couple of times. And yep, so for Riki, you don't want to gank until at least level 6 because you get the invis bonus. And you want to never just stand around and scout around for heroes. You want to actually take action. In this gameplay, I do get quite confused with what I'm doing because I always keep walking around in circles, and it's quite stupid to run around in circles. You can see in the river between the mid lane and the bot lane. I run around there quite a lot looking for somebody, but I have no idea what I'm doing. You never want to like be confused about what you're doing. Right here, just keep farming.
Who shall I kill?
And yeah, what you want to never do, especially when you're playing Riki, is to just desert your lane, because Riki is quite powerful with farm. If he is left alone like I am right now, you can take over the game really easily. Like your damage is quite high. Like it doesn't seem high. It's only 73. You see 73 damage on the screen, but you're not taking into account the blink strike and the backstab damage that it does. Right now, I could potentially be doing 200 damage per hit on a hero instantly, and that's not even taking into account auto attacks in between blink strikes. Not to mention I've got smoke screen and whatnot. And right here my teammates pinging for help, but you see that I did not go in because I'm not sure, like if I was there, what would I be doing? So I just stay in mid, keep farming, let them mess around. I am quite worried about Ursa, of course. Like I'm not too sure, but I think he might be rushing a bit soon. But that's another thing about being invisible. You can scout quite easily, but make sure that you don't just run around heroes like a headless chicken. Just stand around them. Yeah, see, like here, if there was a hero in my lane, I wouldn't just stand around here and not do anything. You would want to last hit, back off, wait for your invis to take over again, and just continue on.
I sprint.
Riki is also quite a good support. I don't know why people underestimate his smoke screen. Like the silence and the slow is quite powerful, especially in a team fight. I see a lot of Riki players just blink in, walk away, and then walk back in and don't do anything else. You can save teammates very easily with your smoke screen. It's also pretty decent range. The AoE is quite huge, especially in the later stages of its leveling. And yeah, another thing you want to do when playing Riki is to make sure you look at the inventories of your opponent every now and then, just to make sure they don't have any invis detection, like wards, dust, and gem. A nice way to figure out if they have wards is if they are creeps and the creeps randomly aggro to you, you can kind of guarantee that they did ward around that area. And yeah, right here I get a heal from a warlock, which is really nice. Always support the carry, always. And not to mention that you gotta thank them. It makes them feel good, play better, and whatnot. So I see the Earthshaker coming here, so I'm assuming that at this moment that he's gonna go ganking, so I'm gonna keep staying lane. And I do not call miss at this point because, well, one thing I forgot, and two, I didn't really need to because it was Furion anyway. It's always good to call at the early stages. Like at this point, it's quite risky to call miss because if you call it, you might feel self-confidence in your lane, but for all you know, they might be right next to you. So, especially when you're mid solo, you want to rely on your map awareness. When I say this, I mean look around, look at the mini map, literally count how many heroes on the map. You can see here, there's 1, 2, and 3. So you're missing 2 heroes right there. So you want to always be careful. Here I'm playing quite cautiously, staying at the bottom of the river, so then I can't be seen by the tower. That's one thing. The tower can see invis units. A lot of people don't know that. And yeah, just stay on the river side of mid, so you don't get ganked unexpectedly. Here Furion comes out of nowhere, and I have to stay back a bit. Here Ursa gets the Aegis. And it's quite risky when Ursa has an Aegis, because you got to kill him twice. That's one thing. And another thing, you've got his team to help him through 2 lives. So if possible, if you want to kill Ursa, you want to kill him when he's separated. So if he's by himself, say he's jungling or like that, he's by himself, that's a good chance to kill him. But otherwise, you don't want to initiate on him. Here I just want to get some hits onto this Furion. Make sure before you walk into tower range you want to back off so the tower doesn't hit you a few times. Good players might react fast enough so they trap you in the range of the tower, and that's not very good, especially if you're playing a carry hero like Riki. Most carry heroes generally are quite easy to kill when you don't want them to get set back, or yourself to get set back a couple fractions of a level, and that can make a lot of difference. And also the gold loss, like you do lose quite a lot of gold when you die. I think it's about 200, so that could set you back a good two minutes if you're unable to farm. And here we see the Ursa almost getting taken out. Unfortunately they didn't get him, even though they had perfect chance to. Quite unfortunate, because now we still have to worry about Ursa having 2 lives. Here, as I told you, you never want to do this. If you don't know what you're doing, don't just sit around the newts and just wander around like I am. Lucky for me, I do see the Ursa, and I take him out by himself. I always make sure that my teammates are nearby, and yeah, I take him out here. And this part, I see Furion, I'm about to run away, but then he trees me. He sees me. Lucky for me, he misses the tree, and I get away. What you always want to do, and what you want to remember about Riki, is that your blink strike can work on allies. It's very important. You can always ask an ally to be near you. Just ping, or just yell into the mic, or just tell them, stand near me. So then you can blink strike to them, like I did. Like, you want to get out of the way as fast as possible. I was actually quite lucky because the Furion missed his tree. If he actually got that, I probably would have died. And yeah. Another thing, like you saw in the team fight, when I went up to Ursa, I went him, backstabbed him a couple of times, then smoked as he was trying to run away. This is a very good thing to do because your backstab damage, already, he's not paying attention to me. I get 1 or 2 backstab hits on him, and then as he runs away, I smoke him so I can make him look away from me, so I can do more backstab damage. And as he's in smoke, he's slowed, so that just kind of adds on to the effect of, add on to the more damage that you can do. And you want to blink strike to chase. You can use it to initiate, but I reckon it's better for chase because you might not need the blink strike. You don't need to make everyone aware of yourself just by blink striking. See, what happened here was I ran into the lane, I saw the creeps were attacking, so I just ran away because I was scared that they had wards, which they probably did.
Oh, look, it's me.
And just always look at the inventories. I'm quite scared at the moment because I don't know who has wards and who has dust and whatnot. Because they're all missing right now on the mini map. Right here, I pick up my blade, my second blade of Alacrity, and I see Ursa's by himself in mid, and this Warlock is about to get ganked. So I want to come in mid and help him as much as possible. I don't want him to end up feeding, because having a support feeding is not very good. Just quickly looking at their items here to see if they have anything. Just staying on the edge, and I see Undying was going to move out of position. He was out of, yeah, he was out of position, what am I saying? I was gonna go jump on him, but then right here I see that the creep actually hits onto me, so I just ran away.
Like a whisper.
A very useful thing is that you want to remember that the range of where you can put the smoke bomb, you can highlight the skill, you can see the little green circle around it. The center of the smoke is where the outline is. You don't want to ever forget that, because a lot of people underestimate and also overestimate the range of the smoke bomb. Some people don't know that you can use it for chasing, so you can throw it ahead of yourself, quite a few hundred units actually, to catch people who are almost, almost gonna get away. You just throw it on top of them. And here's that again, that awkward phase where I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know if I want to go bot, if I want to stay in mid, because to be honest, the players I was with weren't that great. And here, I hit the Luna. I can see that I do a lot of damage. So I know that I have the damage to take out separate heroes now. I'm feeling a bit more confident here, so then I'm just staying pretty close to their heroes, but I can't risk myself dying, because I do. Yeah, Nyx was in the jungle the whole time. He was nooning the whole time. Wasn't sure what he had, so I didn't want to risk dying to a lifestealer.
Cash on delivery.
What you want to do before you go into jungle, you always want to check if your invis buff is up. You can see it just next to the hero portrait. You can see if it's the buff is up or not. And I think there's a glitch with Riki's invis. It doesn't activate like in Dota when it automatically does it when you respawn. It doesn't start working until you either attack something or use a skill. So keep that in mind. You're not instantly invisible like in Dota. Right here, I'm just stalking this Nyx. Didn't notice me bumping to him. That's very important when you're fighting a Riki. Like if you see yourself bumping into something, chances are Riki's there. Yeah, I hit Nyx a couple of times, doing quite a lot of damage to him. But I didn't think I could take him out. Even if I did Blink Strike, I didn't think I could take him out by myself, because he could just easily infest into a creep. I couldn't calculate where the creeps were at that time, so I didn't want to risk it. Just take his neutrals in the meantime. And yeah. And here he makes the bad decision of running back without knowing where I was, so he gets taken out right here by me. And right there, I actually walked past the gem. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I walked past the gem that Nyx was holding. So that was probably why they could see me last time. But I'm pretty sure everyone had wards of some sort. And here, I wasn't sure if Undying could actually see me or not. I was actually playing quite cautiously. And I'm surprised he didn't actually see me when I walked past the tower. Look at that. Maybe he did, but it wasn't going to save him. Because here, smoke screen in front. Well, Blink Strike then followed up with a smoke screen. But it wasn't. It was out of mana when I was about to cast it, and I just Blink Strike for the final part. Here, pick up a second level of invis, so now it's only 2.25 seconds until I go invis. And the screen destroys itself again, yay. I have no idea why my fraps does that. If you guys know a fix for that, please tell me. So here, just waiting for the rune. I was hoping for a regen rune to get my mana back. And yes, I do get a regen. And I see Ursa. To save Earthshaker, I decide to smoke screen right on top of him, but Earthshaker makes the bad decision of ulting instead of using his fissure. I'm assuming that he panicked, and yeah, that was a bit overkill. You got two ultis, a Tidebringer ulti and a Warlock ulti on top of Ursa. Quite unnecessary, but it's better to make sure that someone dies rather than risking it. And here Nyx makes a bad decision of going against two heroes. But lucky for him, Undying comes in, and didn't want to mess around with Undying. He's quite a strong hero, especially if there's a lot of units around him. And my team here is contemplating whether we want to kill him or not. Tidebringer initiates, but I didn't want to follow up because they're right in tower range. And just that awkward phase in the mid game when you don't know what you're doing. Just hang around mid lane, don't know if you want to push or not. And yeah, here we go. Earthshaker goes with the stun, hits. I don't know if he hit Undying or not, but I don't think he hit anybody. I'm just waiting for my gold to slowly go up to get my Diffusal Blade, which I do get right here. Send it via Courier. Remember, Courier, use it. Well, anyway, just looking at my damage, I do quite a lot of damage. It's only 17 minutes into the game, and I do more damage than their carries do. Except with the exception of maybe Ursa, but yeah. And
A sound
Well,
investment in my
Ursa has a bad
brain.
time catching up to people, which is why Riki is quite a good counter for Ursa, because Ursa doesn't have very high base move speed, and he relies on his stomp, whatever that's called, Earth Shock, I think. He relies on that for most of his damage. Oh, sorry, most of his slow and chase ability. So having a Riki, or anybody with a slow, like a Venomancer or something, is quite useful against Ursa, because the Ursa will not be able to catch up to anybody, or it would actually hinder his farm in some form.
Smoke.
And also Diffusal Blade's a counter, because it can purge Ursa's buff, his overpower, and his ultimate. So you want to use it judiciously, because you don't want to run out of charges on it. And I don't know how Ursa got there. Like I saw him walk into Roshan. I look back at my hero and then he's back in the jungle. I have no idea how he got there. And Void gets taken out here. Didn't do a long enough far enough time walk, so he gets himself killed. I think he was trying to pop his ulti, but then his turn speed, Void's turn speed isn't that great, so he didn't get that Chronosphere off. Here I see Earthshaker go in. Earthshaker and Tidehunter. We get the nice stun on him. I take out the Furion while everyone distracts the Ursa, which is quite useful, because if you distract the Ursa, he's gonna go for all the support heroes while you, the carry, takes him out. Yeah, I smoke screen in front of myself, slow him enough so I can go in range to blink strike him. Yeah, I pick up the double kill, which is quite good. I'm already pretty much ahead of the entire team. I've got 4 out of the 6 kills our team has, and I haven't died once yet. So they have no advantage, or little advantage over me. And here I start building my treads.
Dispatched.
Whenever you're playing Riki, you always like to have a teammate near you. Like, one thing I already told you about was the blink, but another thing is that you really like the backup that you can get from another hero, because when you're running around invisible, now right here I run and I check that there are no wards around me, because I walked up and none of the creeps were actually aggroed onto me. So yeah, as I was saying, you always want a hero with you, because when you scout somebody, you want to have that extra backup. Like I got Tidebringer and his Gush, and also his Anchor Smash, quite useful.
Post haste.
At bot, I see the Nyax trying to farm, so I indicate to my team. Remember to ping when you're integrating? You just want to ping, so then they don't, know that, so they do know that you want to go into initiate on them. And I notice now that Nyax had a gem. Like you saw, he died earlier, and he dropped the gem, and nothing happened. And sorry, nothing happened. Like he just dropped the gem, and I didn't notice. I just walked completely past it. I noticed the gem when I was watching this the second time, and this is the third time I'm watching it, as I commentate over this.
Quickly.
And a nice thing to do is to indicate to your team that you want to kill Nyax first, or whoever has the gem, because you don't want yourself to be useless. Like Riki is really useless without the gem. And here I wait for Ursa to weaken Roshan a bit further, so just sitting here waiting for Roshan to at least go half health, and then Tidehunter decides to initiate. It was quite stupid. And Ursa is just running away. Like now he can't do anything. And here I Diffusal Blade him, and then take him out with the Blink Strike. And I indicate to my team again that I want to take out Roshan, because he's already weakened it quite a bit. It's already further than half HP. And yeah, easy way to take out Roshan, just drop a smoke on him. He's pretty useless in the smoke. And you also want to try to get as much backstab damage as you can. Here I try to Blink Strike, but I forget that he has a Lincoln Sphere. Well, the Lincoln Sphere effect. But lucky for me, it doesn't last too long. And I wasn't attacking Roshan for that short duration, because I wasn't sure where the enemy team was. Here I take out Roshan, and I pick up the Aegis. I think Tidehunter was trying to pick it up. I don't know why he wanted that. Like, if Tidehunter actually picked it up, it would have been quite useless on him, because after he respawns, he would have nothing, because you'd assume that he would use Ravage and Gush and all his skills, and he respawns with full mana, but with no skill set.
Yes.
Just going to the mid lane again, just continue my farm. Even when you're pushing, you want to try to get all the last hits. Like here, I just got 4 out of 5 of them, I think.
As you bid.
And yeah, after your diffusal blade, you'd want to get. There's a variety of items you can get on Riki. I wasn't sure. I don't remember what I get, but situational items that you could get are a butterfly, which is pretty good for me because they have a Furion, an Ursa, and a Nyax and a Luna, who all do auto attack damage. So getting a butterfly for them is quite good. So here I blink strike quite late because I didn't think I needed it, but just blink strike for the extra damage if you think you need it. I go here. I was gonna last hit the tower, but they denied it just before I went. They initiate. I take out Dirge, who's at the back of the team fight, but yeah, he gets killed by Tidehunter's ulti. Furion misses his grip for some reason. I don't know how. Sorry, not grip. His sprout. I don't know how he missed it. Hang on. Juice break. Good juice. Here, that's a nice perch to stay on. You can see out there, you can see a bit below the tower. I spotted him trying to TP out, so I took the advantage to jump in and disrupt it by using the smoke screen. My team follows up and Tidehunter takes the kill. Here we're just pushing mid, and I think we take the tower. Yeah, I think they're already fortified, so we took the tower. Pardon me. I do believe I go for a butterfly this game because it felt logical for me to get it to counter Ursa even further. So his attacks start missing on me. I do more damage on him, and also Nyax is quite useless if he can't actually attack me. Here, you want to remember that ancients are immune to magic, all of them, except maybe the small dragons. I'm not too sure about the small dragons. I think they're not magic immune. But yeah, you want to remember that these guys are magic immune. You can't use your spells on them. You have to use physical spells only, or physical attack. Here, Dirge is cut off from the rest of his team. Smoke screen on him. I was smoke screen behind him because I was afraid that he was going to run backwards. So I get the kill on him. It's always nice to predict where they're going, so I drop the smoke screen usually behind them. I don't know why the Dirge ran to the side. Guess he wanted to get out of the smoke screen, but yeah, if you're not too sure about using smoke screen, you could just drop the center of it right on top of them. That's fine too. Like yeah, it's better to be sure than to do something fancy like putting it behind them like I did. And here Luna say top, says top, and I just laugh because it's quite random. Like, and our team starts laughing at her. Just says, yeah, we're going top. Yeah, why don't you go top? Yeah, Ursa takes out the bot tower. I don't know why Void was farming by himself. Yeah, here I pick up my illegal song, going for a butterfly. Void does the chronosphere. I don't think he has enough damage. And yeah, I try to back him up right here, but Void dies before I come in. I saw his all his buffs were up, so I diffusal bladed him, and I take him out with a blink strike again. And right here, Void's just like, what? Why? How come you didn't come closer? And I tell him I just got there. And yeah, it's also nice to say sorry if you can't get there, even though it wasn't really my fault. It's just here. And he said that Void had a weird build, but I saw he had a Miona. It's not really a weird build. It's quite a. I see when I used to play Hon, that's quite a regular build for Void. You go for a Miona, then move on for a Battle Fury. Like I've seen that a few times. It's not too weird. Yeah, we're just defending the top tower against Luna and Furion. Yeah, I don't think they can take the tower. And Earthshaker stuns the creeps. And I just look again, and Lifestealer still has a gem, so I tell my team to kill him first. It's always nice to remind your team who to kill because you don't want to remain useless. I don't think we actually killed him in any previous team fights. He just raged, as in like he used his skill rage and got away because it makes him magic immune. Yeah, this is quite inconvenient for me because I should have destroyed the gem when he dropped it the first time, which is quite stupid on my behalf because I didn't see it. Wait, but if he had the gem, you'd think that he would run away when he sees me the first time. Like you saw when I was harassing him, he just comes back. And yeah. Also a nice function of Dota 2, that line thing on the side. I didn't really explain this in any of the other videos, but the line thing, you hold control and you can draw on the minimap. It's quite useful to indicate to your team which way you want them to go, circle an area that you think is going to be strong for your team to go towards. For example, I drew a line over the top lane and circled the tower, so that was kind of indicating I want you guys to come with me to the top lane, push towards the tower. And here, I tried to be funny and type something for Luna, but then I typed it in ally chat. I was quite embarrassed. Thankfully, these guys were not as good as English, and thought I was not joking or something like that. I don't know. Here, I jump in. I try to KS him, even though it is Void. I didn't want to KS Void, but yeah, he got the kill anyway. You wanna? And I think Titan Hunter picks up the gem. Yeah, he picks up the gem, and I tell him to destroy it because the enemy team didn't have any invisible heroes. I'd rather not let them take the gem back in any possible way. So Titan Hunter drops the gem and takes it out. To kill items, you click A and then click on the item you want to destroy. For those who don't know, well, pardon me. Whoa, that was nasty. Anyway, we take out Fury on here because he was overextended. I'm going godlike right now. I see the Undying, and don't forget that your Blink Strike is only 5-second cooldown. That you can use this multiple times in the same team fight. Yep. I almost die here, but lucky for me, I Diffusal Blade, so I can get the slow effect from the slow effect from Ursa's Earthshock. I also used my magic wand, which is why I got the burst heal. That kept me alive. And also Void, being a nice guy he is, he uses Miona on me, making it that if every time that I get attacked, there's a chance for me to deal 200 damage to everything around me. So that's a really nice thing. Also, it's quite likely that people run away from that effect, that glowing blue lightning effect. Here we try to take out the mid tower. You shouldn't really do this a lot, like taking out a tower with none of your creeps, because I think, like especially in this early in the game, 30 minutes, you're not going to be doing very much damage. Your team, even if you had your whole team, the tower would probably regenerate faster than your auto attacks do damage. Quickly. So that's nice to know. And I realize I still have the Aegis. I'm just looking at it and it's like, what? And I just always, this is quite important as well, remind them that you have Aegis. I've seen a lot of people ditch teammates because they had Aegis and they forgot. Like, I think in my Ursa video, my friend Jonathan, he had the Aegis as Ursa and we just ditched him. We just forgot about it completely. Or this might have been a different game, but then we just ditched him. It was a sad moment for him. That's to say the least. Here I go for a Vlad's, start building a Vlad's. The reason why you don't want to get Mask of Madness or Dominator is because it doesn't stack with Diffusal Blade. Don't stack your Orb effects.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We're just scanning around, pick up my Butterfly and my Morbid Mask. It would have been smarter to invest in a Ring of Health instead of a Morbid Mask at this point. But considering my already huge amount of farm, I didn't think it was a problem. Just keep farming. Even at this point, I'm still farming. Yeah, planning to push mid. I pick up some more components for my Vlads. Why I get Vlads is because, well, I needed a form of lifesteal. I didn't think anyone else on my team was going to pick up Vlads for me. I was hoping that Void would get Vlads, but it seems that he already had a Mask of Madness or something. Just getting all the last hits here. About to push mid. Almost got my Vlads. And yeah. Just looking at bot, I see Luna farming, but I don't think that was a problem because, well, would you be worried at this point? I don't think you'd be worried. Void's still farming because whenever you're winning, you always don't, if you're playing the secondary carry, so usually a team might have 2 carries at this point. We've got me, Riki, and Void. You always want to have the second carry also end up farming because it's quite important that in case one fails, the other one prevails. And here, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I got aggroed by creeps. Indicates to me that they have a sentry wards. I'm just quickly looking through their inventory. Furon has dust, and I tell my team they have wards, so I'm not quite useful right now. Indicate to my team like there's wards over there.
Oh yes.
My Vlads are getting brought in, so I'm just waiting patiently for my courier to come by. Like to meet my courier halfway. Well, the courier does the whole thing, and I walk a bit closer. My Aegis ran out a few seconds ago. Sorry, a few minutes ago. maybe 1 or 2 minutes ago, and go for the rush again. You don't want Ursa to get the rush again, because just in case. So I'm just hitting away at Roshan. Got Void to be with me. He destroyed the shield for some reason. He didn't have to. It was quite random. So just looking at his items. Oh, he didn't go for Mask Mask. He went for crit instead. Also quite a strong item. Void. Screen destruction. And yeah, I pick up the eggs, and Tidehunter picks up the cheese for some reason. I don't know why he would pick up the cheese. Void with the cheese might have been a lot stronger. And yeah, here I'm just looking at the items, which one I want. I'm not sure. I was gonna build a BKB just for the Luna. Yeah, you don't really need the BKB in all games. It is recommended, but yeah, BKB. Not all the heroes are gonna be that powerful, even with all their magic and stuns. There's a lot of teams or players that like to play carry. Like carry is the most picked category of hero. And Void takes out the Lifestealer. He was by himself. I'm looking for Ursa because I saw him walking to the jungle just a few seconds ago.
Yes.
And yeah, just looking around, didn't notice him anywhere.
Yes.
And yeah, I just give up. Literally, I just give up as well. I was like, screw this, I'm going mid lane.
Like
That's what you want to do. You don't want to just mess around like I am right now. Like when you have the advantage, you want to push forward with it. Don't mess around the jungle looking to isolate and get more kills. Like that can lose you games. I've lost a game. Sorry, I've won a game once because their bounty hunter was so farmed that he bought 2 divines. He was being cocky, he runs into the fountain, dies. I pick up his 2 divines and we win the game. So you don't want to mess around with that. Here we go. We got a nice team fight. Got a nice ulti from Warlock getting on the Ursa. The nice Ravage from Tidehunter getting all 3 of the heroes. We're picking up all the kills, which is quite good. We're about to rax the middle lane. They can't do very much about me because I've got 1, a lot of damage, 2, a lot of farm, and 3, I've got an Aegis. And Void has Luna go top. Well, anyway, looks like the gameplay is about to wrap up to finish. This has been a Rikimaru gameplay. I was playing mid solo. I do not encourage mid solo Riki, by the way. It's not very effective, especially if you have another. Most other carry heroes would be more effective in mid solo, because Riki doesn't do anything until level 6 at least, and he doesn't have very much lane dominance, even with Blink Strike and Backstab. So here, I buy a SNY. I've got the full thing, and try and make my items look good. I always like to try and make my items look good, so I sell my magic wand, pick up Yasha, and yeah, the game's finished here. They can't do anything, and it's game over. Oh yeah, I love that head. I just don't know why it just like comes right in front of you. It's the best when you're the one underneath the head. It's just funny. Your guy just gets crushed by the head. So yeah, I get a nice crate. Oh yes, Juggernaut crate. Not like I'm gonna open it. So more people get crates. I do believe everybody who actually got an item got a crate. Yeah, 4 crates. And yeah, so my final score was 11-0-6. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Brian, and till next time.